guys, it is Rinne-Hatake here, back with another video, and today I got what if Broly was an angel and was sent to Namek. I do apologize for not uploading for a little while, because I am a little bit sick, but I am going to try my best to upload at least 2 videos today, if possible. And for today's video, I'm actually going to set a like goal. Since this video would actually be really short, I'm going to set a like goal of at least 15 likes. If this gets 15 likes, I will continue the series, and I will continue on to another series, and that series would be what if Goku was Beerus' brother. And these two series are actually connected, so both of them are going to be the 1,000 subscriber special. But with all that out the way, let's finally begin this what if scenario. So where I'm going to start this off is in the home planet, or home galaxy, of the angels, as Broly was born into that place, as all the other angels were. And Broly would actually be the brother of Whis, and he will actually be the middle child, while the one that went to go to the that place where Jocko works, that guy, he's the youngest. So Broly is the middle child, but looks very, very different. Way more different than any other angel. He looks more like a Saiyan, or looks more humanish, if you understand what I'm saying. Looks more humanish, but he's got markings that represent angels on his face, so people don't mix him up with an actual mortal or something like that. So those markings would be an upside down triangle on his forehead with 2 limiters on it, and red markings around his eyes as well. This would represent Broly as an angel, and if those markings ever came off, it would mean that Broly is accessing his full power. But that isn't the case just yet, and Broly does not have Ultra Instinct. You're probably wondering why I'm saying this. Is because, well, I think for this what if scenario, I'm gonna say the angels aren't born with Ultra Instinct. I'm gonna say they learned Ultra Instinct some way, somehow, through ancient teachings, through scrolls passed down from generation to generation. And Broly would happen to, well, stumble upon these things and decide to ask his brother Whis about them. And Whis did inform him of such news, and Whis did teach him a few things on how to access Ultra Instinct, and how he would be benefited by doing so. And well, it actually kind of worked. After like let's say a few months or so, Broly was able to access Omen, and this was impressive, since it took other angels a lot more than a month to even access Omen. And Broly continued this training regimen up, continuing his mind and meditation rituals, continuing his body, mind, and soul, and everything. He trained them. He trained his mind, so he has insane mental capacity. He trained his body, so it can withstand the strain of Ultra Instinct. And this would also admit to Broly having a lot of body mass. Not like fat, but like Broly is built different, right? He's bulky. And this would kind of hinder his speed a bit. So Broly would also have some speed training by Whis, since Whis is incredibly fast. And Broly, for his size, is actually fast in the movie. So this would only benefit Broly even more. So Broly's getting intense training. And on the other hand, Whis is never there for him all the time. Whis only comes by at least 4 times a month. At least 4 times a month. And yeah, 4 times a month. Just 4 times a month. Because he's always busy with Lord Beerus, since Beerus is actually more active, a little more active. And this is not when he found out about Earth yet. So he's a little more active. And yeah, he is a little more active, and he does spend a lot of time with his brother that does not look the same, or does not look like him as well. He spends a lot of time with his brother and teaches him many things. And I think you might understand where I'm going with this, but I'll keep that a secret for now. So Broly moves along with his life and continues training and becomes a lot stronger. And Broly does get excited when his brother does come every now and then, and he always asks his brother what things he does as a attendant of a god of destruction. And my apologies, but Broly does ask his brother what things he does as an attendant of the god of destruction, and Reese tells him many things. He guides the god of destruction, telling him ways he should do things. And how to I do apologize if you can hear that background noise. I do apologize for that. A lot of movement going around in the house. But anyways, we continue. As Broly, asks his brother that question, which tells him that he guides the god of destruction and tells him things that a god of destruction should do and should always do throughout the end of time, since that is what the god of destruction is required to do: destroy and destroy. And also keep the morality rate of their universe in check, making sure it's all good. And so far, Beerus is the only one who's somewhat active as a god of destruction, while the other god of destructions are kind of lazing around. Beerus is somewhat active, but he's still letting Frieza, an evil guy or an evil person, do bad things. And this would, lead to some of the morality rate to go down insanely quickly. And Broly does listen to, the whole story, and is really interested by this whole thing, and decides to, tell his brother goodbye since his brother's time limit is up, so he decided to go train even more. But something piqued Broly's curiosity, as when he saw his brother leave, he flew out the same way every single time for the past few years. And Broly's never really tried to leave this dimension or galaxy, but for the first time his curiosity piqued, and he decided to, check this place out. And in doing so, he flew straight towards where Whis was, and Whis did not detect him due to plot armor. So Broly did make it out, but he did not make it to where his brother was. He actually made it to a very strange place. It's basically like a portal to lead him to anywhere he wants to, and this only works if you're thinking of the place you want to go. And Broly does not really have any place he wants to go to, he just wants to explore. So they automatically sent him to a planet that they think would most benefit him. The portal has has a system function, something like that, that would automatically teleport you to any place in the whole universe. It could be any universe, and Broly was lucky enough to actually make it to Universe 7, which is Whis' universe, or Beerus' universe. But he's nowhere near them, as at this point in time, he's actually at the place known as Namek. As he doesn't know where this is, so he decides to explore. Exploring Namek, and seeing, just going inside Namek basically, and exploring. Seeing many, many different things he's never seen before. He's seen greenish waters, he's seen mountains, trees that don't look normal. He's seen many strange things, as the elder of a village that was nearby was watching, and was interested in this strange person, and decides to ask or go closer. But when he does go closer, he sees the red markings, and understands this person is a deity. So when he arrives near him, my apologies, I do apologize for all the stuttering. But when the elder goes near Broly, he decides to bow and start showing his respect, as Broly is very confused and starts speaking to the Namekian, saying, what are you doing? You don't have to bow. Stand, rise. As Broly isn't the person to really show much of you have to bow to me kind of person. He's not really like that. That's more like Vegeta. That's basically Vegeta's personality, not really Goku's. So yeah, Broly is more of a passive, not really into fighting, but wants to stay strong. And I do apologize if you can hear that in the background. I'll try my best to edit that out, or add some loud music to this part. I do apologize. But anyways, we continue. As Broly does talk to the Elder, and Elder gets more of a better perspective of Broly, and finally listens, or hears out Broly, He thought Broly was going to be those cruel gods that bully the mortals, but Broly is nothing, nothing like that. He's more of a nice and a dreamlike god. He's more like that type of thing. He's more like that type of deity, a nice deity that actually cares for people. And this really shocks the Elder and decides to take Broly in, and Broly and the Elder start to make a bond. And they start getting together, and basically Broly spends most of his time there. Yes, he spends most of his time there, and Whis will try to visit Broly, and when he makes it to this Angel Galaxy place where Broly would be, he was shocked. Broly wasn't there. His home, no, it was like completely empty. Broly wasn't there, and Whis started to panic. And Whis used his angel staff to search the whole universe and finds finds Broly in this planet known as Namek, and decides to visit Broly. And when he does, Broly was there hanging out with the Namekians and having a lot of fun, as Whis watches from us the sidelines and smiles, saying, so, my brother, it looks like you found yourself some friends. I guess I'll leave you be." As Whis smiles and flies off using his angel teleportation abilities, going back to Beerus. As Beerus was there with his brother, and he let his brother do some missions and explore the galaxy, or this universe basically. As, well, yeah, his brother explored the universe and was sent to many different planets, and many different planets that had insane fighters with insane abilities, and he happened to learn a couple of things. And he went to a particular planet that had similar abilities, or a similar person like Hit. Yes, Hit. He basically found the planet where Hit was and decided to train under the person who was there. And the brother really didn't want to expose too much of himself, so he pretended to be weak. And well, the Hit-looking figure decided to train him, and that's that. And Broly, on the other hand, was spending a lot of time on Namek, learning how to create stuff out of basically few materials. Because the Namekians can actually do that, changing clothes and all that. They can do that with some insane magical abilities they have. Or ki. I think it's magic. I'm not too certain. I think it would be magic. But anyways, yeah, Broly would learn to do some of their techniques, and he would train there. It wouldn't really benefit him too much, but he would train there and get somewhat stronger, but mostly gain more knowledge, as they did have the Namekian Book of Legend, so Broly did study that a lot of times, and he did find that this book isn't as useful as the one that the angels have, but it's still very useful if you're a mortal. So, yeah, Broly does understand that, and Broly spent a few more years there until Frieza decided to show up and started to destroy, and basically try to destroy Namek and take the Dragon Balls. But Broly, on the other hand, he was already there. And Beerus' brother, like I was saying, actually made it there too. And Broly and Beerus' brother make eye contact. But they weren't focused on each other, they were focused on Frieza. So they decided to duo or double team Frieza, and Frieza did not stand a chance. Yes, he did not stand a chance, as Broly's brother, no, not Broly's brother, but Broly and Beerus' brother go in an attack, as Frieza got clapped instantly. Frieza's done for, but Broly's Broly stares back at Beerus' brother, looking him in the eye, saying, "Who are you?" But before Beerus' brother could answer that, he disappeared, as Broly was confused, wondering if that was a real person or not. But it had to be, because Broly could sense his energy. But he was confused, and decided to leave it at that. But Namek was pretty much damaged. So they decided to wish on the Dragon Balls to fix up Namek and to send them to a much more secreter location in Universe 7, which worked. And for the final wish, they wished that the Elder would be back in his prime. And this wish would actually make the elder a lot more stronger, and his youth would be returned. And this would increase the Dragon Ball's powers because, well, he's in his prime again, and if you're in your prime, you have a lot more strength, including what you created. So, I think that's how that works. So, yeah, he has that much more strength. So, I think I might leave it at that. What you guys think? What you guys think of this particular part? This would be an actual... I think I'm gonna leave it maybe at this. I might not, depending on how much likes this gets. Because this series is kind of a bit of a more fanficky thing. And I do a lot, my apologies for the stuttering, but I do a lot of fan fictions. But, you know, this one's kind of a little bit more far-fetched than the other ones, in my opinion. So, I don't know how I'm gonna connect this some way, somehow, to the other series, but we'll see how it goes. But anyways, thanks for watching, and make sure to like and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on another new video. But, it's your boy Rinne-Hatake, and I am out.